Ever since Superman first debuted in 1938, superheroes have become a staple of American pop culture. Whether it's on the page or on the screen, the public has held a deep fascination with the concept of humans learning to be gods and gods learning to be human. These figures have retained popularity for so long that over the decades they have become just another part of pop culture osmosis, a genre so ingrained into entertainment that they need no introduction or explanation as to who or what they are. Superheroes have become such universal icons that some even refer to them as a modern mythology. However, while the actions of vigilantism might be celebrated in fiction, in reality it's not so black and white. Still, that hasn't stopped people from relating to the struggles of these larger-than-life characters, so it should come as no surprise that fictional superheroes have inspired people in real life to don the cape and mask and dispel whatever criminal activity they encounter. While the notion of people invoking the unorthodox methods of comic book heroes has been around for years, one group that stood out in particular was the Rain City superhero movement. Based in Seattle, Washington, the Rain City superhero movement was led by Texan MMA fighter Ben Fodor, who adopted the pseudonym of Phoenix Jones. In an interview, Fodor stated that he initially developed the idea of a masked persona after his son was injured in a car robbery, and that he first donned his mask when he rushed to save a friend after witnessing them being assaulted outside of a bar. These incidents led to Jones rethinking the level of safety in law enforcement within Seattle. During the assault on his friend, Jones noted that despite there being a crowd of spectators, no one attempted to break up the fight or save his friend. To quote Jones, "Everybody wanted someone else to do it. I only saw apathy. Teenagers are running down the street, breaking into cars, and no one does anything." With this, the costume fighter Phoenix Jones was born. But Fodor wasn't alone in his endeavor. It didn't take long before other activists joined him in his theatrical crime fighting, thus forming the Rain City superhero movement. Over the organization's several-year run, there were reportedly at least a dozen members belonging to the movement, most of whom had backgrounds in either the military or martial arts. Besides Phoenix Jones, other heroes that claimed membership included the Mantis, Penelope, No Name, Red Dragon, Green Reaper, and Thorn. The group's operation mainly consisted of patrolling the streets assisting citizens that needed help, while also intervening against any act of lawbreaking they stumbled upon. During an interview, Red Dragon stated that most of the group's acts of valor were stopping carjackings, providing security to people at night, preventing robberies, and on at least one occasion, helped hunt down and capture a sex offender. Despite their noble intentions, the organization quickly came under fire from Seattle's authorities. Most police officers, although grateful for the help, publicly declared that they preferred the group to not directly interfere with police efforts. In 2011, Jones himself was arrested for assault after breaking up a street fight. However, the charges would be dropped shortly afterward. Yet without a doubt, one of the more unique opponents of the movement was the self-proclaimed supervillain Rex Velvet. In 2012, Velvet uploaded a YouTube video criticizing and mocking both Jones and the other group members. While the video went mostly ignored by the heroes, you certainly gotta hand it to Velvet for at least being a critic with style.
When I see that our boys in blue are being replaced by a hobo snitch in a mask, gallivanting around with a slew of nerds in tights.
But all things come to an end. While the participating heroes tried their best efforts to combat crime in their communities, in May of 2014, Phoenix Jones officially announced that the movement had disbanded. While the exact reasoning for the organization's dissolvement is unknown, Jones's statement on the matter implies that he, and likely several other members, had become disillusioned with the direction the group was heading in. It takes a certain type of person to do this job correctly, and unfortunately, I have inspired, worked with, and even taught the wrong kinds of people. As of today, the Rain City superhero movement is over. But that's not quite where the saga of Phoenix Jones ends. Despite dissolving the movement itself, Jones and a handful of other former members would carry on their costume crusading, and as far as I can tell, they're still in operation today. So if you ever find yourself out in Seattle in need of assistance, don't be too surprised if a person in a mask and costume calling themselves Red Dragon is the first one on the scene.